Okay. Coming to next concept, interference from thin films, that is Newton's rings here. So already we have learned about interference from thin films, that is in air wedge. So coming to this is Newton's rings. Instead of wedge-shaped films, interference is possible even in curved films also. Say this is curved film. How the curved film is formed? So as shown in the figure here, say this is the this is the figure, that is in which a circular glass plate is placed on the, sorry, this is a plano convex lens. This plano convex lens, this is plane surface and it is a curved surface. This plano convex lens is placed on this circular glass plate. Say because of these two here, this plano convex lens and circular glass plate, both are contact at a point O, of course. Say around this point of contact, this is an air film of varying thickness. So this film is also here called curved film. So that whenever light is incident on this curved film, so here the thickness of the film is D. So whenever light is incident on this curved film, it will be reflected from the upper surface of the curved film and also from the lower surface of the curved film. As a result, some path difference existing between them. So here, because of the path difference existing between these two reflect light rays, which are from the upper surface and lower surface of this curved film, so circular interference fringes can be produced by enclosing a very thin film of air of varying thickness between a plano convex lens, between a plane glass plate and a plano convex lens of a large radius of curvature. Say this is plano convex lens which has the radius of curvature, that is Kepler. The Kepler is called radius of curvature of this plano convex lens. So in other words, how can you define the radius of curvature of this plano convex lens? Say here we have to calculate what is the formula for this radius of curvature also, because in our physics lab we have this experiment, Newton's rings experiment, in which the aim of the experiment is to determine the radius of curvature of the given plano convex lens. This is the plano convex lens. This is upper surface is plane surface, lower surface is curved surface. This is plano convex lens. So that, so what is the formula for radius of curvature? Before that, here what is radius of curvature? What is the, how can you define the radius of curvature of this plano convex lens? Suppose this plano convex lens is obtained from which sphere? Say by enclosing this plano convex here, by completing this plano convex lens here by using dotted lines here. That means this plano convex lens is a part of the sphere of radius Kepler. This plano convex lens is a part of this sphere of radius R. So the radius of a sphere is also taken as the radius of curvature of this plano convex lens. So radius of curvature is defined as the radius of this sphere from which the lens has been taken. అంటే ఏ స్పియర్ నుంచి అయితే మీరు ఈ ప్లేనో కాన్వెక్స్ లెన్స్ తీసుకున్నామో, కట్ చేసామో, ఆ స్పియర్ యొక్క రేడియస్ నే ఈ ప్లేనో కాన్వెక్స్ లెన్స్ యొక్క రేడియస్ ఆఫ్ కర్వేచర్ అంటారు. ఈజ్ ఇట్ క్లియర్ నా? హలో.
Yes, sir.
What is the radius of curvature of this plano convex lens? This plano convex lens is obtained from which sphere? So the radius of this sphere from which the lens has been taken. So that that radius is called radius of curvature of the convex lens. So coming to this one, if monochromatic light is allowed to fall normally and viewed, normally incident on this air film, curved film, which is placed formed between curved surface of the plano convex lens and plane surface of the circular glass plate. So then what happens? Dark and bright circular fringes known as Newton's rings are produced. So bright and dark fringes are observed here. The fringes are circular because the air film has circular symmetry. Say this air film, that means around this point of contact, there is a symmetrical air film that is in circular shape, or the locus of all points which are having same thickness is a circle here. So if we observe from top view, top పై నుంచి చూసినట్లయితే, so top view చూసినట్లయితే around this point of contact the air film is in the form of concentric circle. So here concentric circles are produced, bright and dark rings are formed, so that these are called the fringes are circular because the air film has a circular symmetry. So that is about the formation of Newton's rings by using a planar convex lens is placed on the circular glass plate. Yeah, coming to Newton's rings. So how the fringes are formed, what happens? That means when the light ray is incident on this air film, curved film, so it will be reflected okay, from the upper surface of the air film and also lower surface of the air film. So that picture will be observed in this slide also. When light is incident on the plane of convex lens, part of the light incident on the system is reflected from glass to air boundary set point D here. Say CD is incident light, because we already know that this arrangement. So the first one is here, it is a plano convex lens. The second one is here, AB is a circular glass plate. Both are arranged in such a way that both are contact at a point O. The point of contact of these two is O. Around this point of contact, there is a circular film, air film is formed. So whenever a light ray CD is incident on this thin film, curved film, so that from the point D, where point D is glass to air boundary, this is glass to air boundary, say at point D, it will be reflected. And the remaining part here, DJ, that remainder of the light is transmitted through the air film, and it is again reflected from the A2 glass boundary. This is A2 glass boundary. Point J is called A2 glass boundary. So this A2 glass boundary, set point at a point J. So A2 glass boundary, say from point J, again it will be reflected. So this is the first one. The two rays, that is 1 and 2, are reflected from the top and bottom of the air film, interfere with each other to produce darkness and brightness. That means bright and dark fringes are observed, because here we have to incident only the monochromatic light, just like a sodium vapor lamp, etc. Coming to this one. So the interference effect is due to the combination of ray 1, say these two light rays reflect light rays which are participating in the subjected to interference phenomena, So here, that is the interference effect is due to the combination of ray 1. So this is ray 1 reflected from the flat surface. That is, this is flat surface at a point J. Flat surface means from the circular glass plate. Okay, at a point J. Okay, reflected from the flat surface with ray 2 reflected from the curved surface of the lens from point D. Ikkada chudandi. So ray 1 undergoes a phase change of 180 degrees or pi. Ray 1, say here, ray 1, this is ray 1. Say this ray 1 undergoes a phase change of 180 degrees upon reflection, because it is reflected from the a medium of higher index of refraction. So because the second, this, from point J, say it will be reflected, so this will be reflected from the surface here, A2 glass boundary, say from point J, that means the A2 glass boundary. So A2 glass boundary, that means, and beyond this surface here, beyond this point J, this is a denser medium, that means which has a higher index of refraction, so that it has the ray 1 undergoes a phase change of pi or 180 degrees or path reference of lambda by 2. Whereas here, and ray 2 undergoes no phase change, because it is reflected from a medium of lower refractive index. Okay. Glass, air glass interface, phase change pi. Yes, coming to, yeah, this is experimental setup. Say this experimental setup will also observe in our physics lab also. So this is the shadowing vapor lamp. This is approximately taken as a monochromatic light. So it emits light energy, so which is incident. Okay, light from shadowing vapor lamp is already incident on this glass plate, which is inclined to 45 degrees. So above this glass plate there is a microscope is there. So it is a traveling microscope. So the from this traveling microscope, just we have to observe the formation of these Newton's rings. Say this is glass plate which is inclined to 45 degrees. Whenever these light rays are incident from the source on this glass plate, so again from this glass plate they are normally incident on this system of a plano of this system of is consisting of a plano-convex lens and a circular glass plate. So this is air film, curved film is observed between these two. So these are the formation of the Newton's rings. That is because of the light is that means the interference is observed in the reflected light rays. Reflected light rays of the okay thin film actually. Because these two light rays are reflected from the different parts of the thin film or curved film. That is, one is reflected from the upper surface of the thin film, and the second one is reflected from the lower surface of the thin film. As a result, because of these two, which are having some optical path difference, so that we have to observe the formation of the bright and dark rings or circular rings. Okay. These are called Newton's rings. Say, coming to this diagram, Newton's rings. Yeah, a plane of convex lens is placed on plain glass sheet, a glass surface. So this is the plane of convex lens. So we take a plane of convex lens which is placed on this circular glass plate. So an air film of increasing thickness is formed. Already I have explained this one. This is the air film of increasing thickness. Say here at point of contact, the thickness of the film is 0. As we are moving away from this point of contact, the thickness of the curved film or air film is increased. At which here, from this point of contact, around this point of contact, the thickness of the air film is increased. Okay. Interference occurs between ray 1 and 2. చూడండి ఇక్కడ. సో అబౌవ్ దిస్ ఇక్కడ వేసినటువంటి ముందు డయాగ్రామ్ లో వేసిన దీనికి కొంచెం చేంజ్ ఉంది. ఎలా అయినా వేసుకోవచ్చు, మనం అలా అయినా వేసుకోవచ్చు, ఇలా అయినా వేసుకోవచ్చు. ఓకే. సో దిస్ ఇస్ AB's incident light ray. Sorry, AB's incident light ray, which is okay, again incident on this lens, plano-convex lens. It takes another part. This is BC. So now this from this point BC, it is incident on this curved film. So it will be reflected from one, that is C1, and it is reflected from D2. So C1 and D2, these two are reflected light rays which are reflected from the different parts of the thin film. So that these are having two optical path difference, which are having an optical path difference between them. So that we have to calculate that optical path difference. If this optical path difference existing between these two reflected light rays is equal to m lambda, it is a condition for maxima. 2m plus 1 lambda bit, it is condition for minima. So that here, see that picture also. See that here and that matter also. Ray 2 undergoes a phase change of 180. Already I have explained. Okay, ray 2, that means ray 2 here. Because here we have no changed this notation here. So instant light is AB, here ABC, here. One is reflected from the upper surface, 2 is reflected from the lower surface. That is, the second light ray is reflected from the A2 glass surface. Okay, so ray 2 undergoes a phase change of 180 when reflected from A2 glass. Okay, is it clear now? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
ఎంతవరకు క్లియర్ అయ్యిందమ్మా?
Clear, sir.
Okay, coming to this one. So this is a condition for maximum and minimum. Optical path difference is equal to 2 midi cos r plus lambda bit. Of course alpha తీసుకున్నాము, అంటే ఈ మీడియం లో మనకి అది కొంచెం బెండ్ అవుతుంది కాబట్టి ఆల్ఫా is very small, can be neglected. So r is equal to 0 తీసుకుంటున్నాము, because normal incidence r is equal to 0, cos 0 1. So 2d plus lambda bit is optical path difference. If this will be equal to మనకు maxima condition, minima condition రెండు తెలుసు. Maximum అయితే n lambda అవ్వాలి, minimum అయితే m lambda or 2m plus 1 lambda bit. అది m తీసుకున్నాను కాబట్టి n తీసుకున్నాను ఇక్కడ. 2d plus lambda bit is equal to, this is optical path difference between 1 and 2. which are reflected from the different parts of the thin film or air film. Okay, so that if this optical path difference is equal to n lambda, so we got 2d is equal to 2n minus 1 lambda by 2. If this optical path difference is equal to 2n plus 1 lambda by 2, then we got this. Okay, the same thing now. Lambda by 2 minus lambda by 2 cancel. Okay, plus is correct. Okay, 2d plus lambda by 2 is equal to 2n plus 1 to lambda by 2 lambda by 2 cancel. So 2d is equal to n lambda. So because we are using only dark fringe condition, because for only simplification, so 2d is equal to n lambda. In case, of course, in some other books also, if d is replaced by t also, already I have explained thin film also. The thickness of the thin film is d అని ఇక్కడ. Of course, t కూడా తీసుకోవచ్చు. T తీసుకుంటే, if it is d is replaced by t, so 2t is equal to n lambda. We got the condition for dark fringe. So Newton's rings will be observed for transmitted light as well with opposite conditions for minimum and maximum. Suppose these, that means the Newton's rings are observed in reflected light rays only. అలా కాకుండా transmitted light rays లో కూడా మీరు అబ్జర్వ్ చేయొచ్చు వాటిని. ఆ ట్రాన్స్మిట్ లైట్ రేస్ లో అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే అవి ఇంటర్చేంజ్ అవుతాయి. కండిషన్ ఫర్ మాక్సిమం మినిమం జస్ట్ ఇంటర్చేంజ్ అవుతాయి అంతే. సో ఆ పాయింట్ ఇచ్చాడు. యా, కమింగ్ టు దిస్ వన్. సో ఇన్ అవర్ ల్యాబ్ we have to calculate the radius of curvature of this plane of convex lens by using formula here. R is equal to d square m minus d square n by 4 lambda into m minus n. Okay, diameter of fringes, rings. From the say for this here, already I have explained. So this is PQ is PQ. OPQ is the plano convex lens. Please see, all of you, this is a this figure, actual geometrical figure, in which this is a POQ. This is the POQ is the plano convex lens. Okay, and AB is AOB is a circular glass plate. Now already we know that this plano convex lens is a part of this sphere of radius capital R. ఈ స్పియర్ నుంచి మనకి ఈ ప్లేనో కాన్వెక్స్ లెన్స్ మనం కట్ చేసుకున్నాము. సో ఈ స్పియర్ యొక్క రేడియస్సే దీని యొక్క రేడియస్ ఆఫ్ కర్వేచర్ అవుతుంది అని చెప్పాను. సో దట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు కన్స్ట్రక్ట్ a sphere of radius R. This radius of this sphere is also known as the radius of curvature of this plano convex lens. So from the property of a circle, so it is placed on the circular glass plate. So this is the radius of this plate. Of course, you have to observe ఎంత dark fringe radius కూడా R తీసుకున్నాము. So from the property of a circle, NP into NQ, NP into NQ. From the property of a circle, already you have in a previous class you have learned in the mathematical in the mathematics, your lower class mathematics. So from the property of circles, NP into NQ is equal to NP into NQ is equal to R into R is equal to NO into ND, NO into ND. So NO into ND. So NO is nothing but NO is parallel to, this is the thickness of this curved film, air film. So here D. Of course, in some other textbooks it is replaced by T also. D తోనే చూపించుకోవాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు, T తో కూడా చూపించవచ్చు. Of course మనం D తీసుకున్నాం దీంట్లో. Say NO is equal to D, so that here ND is how much? The value of ND is how much? If it is D, the total is R. Sorry, the total is 2R, because this is R. CO is R. CO is R and CD is R. R plus R 2R. So CD is actually OC plus CD. So OC is R. So this is CD is R. So here NO is nothing but D raskunamu. ND is nothing but 2R minus D. So total is 2R. ఈ 2R లోంచి D తీసేయండి. D తీసేస్తే this value, that is ND value. So ND is equal to, the value of ND is equal to 2R minus D. Is it clear now? Hello?
Yes, sir.
The value of NO is equal to D amma. So value of ND is equal to ND value kavali. So total value 2R lonchi this value తీసేయండి. So the total value is nothing but 2R. 2R lonchi D తీసేయండి. D తీసేస్తే ఇంక ఇది ఉంటుంది, ND value ఉంటుంది. Okay, this is a property of circles, a property of circles నుంచి తెలుసు. సో ఇప్పుడు r into r is equal to r square is equal to multiply చేయండి d into 2r minus d, d into 2r d minus d into d square. If d is very much less than r, d is thickness of this curved film, air film, is very much less than r, where r is radius of curvature. This is very this r is very much greater than d, both are same. So r is always greater than d. Thickness of the thin film to compare చేస్తే radius of curvature ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది. So d is very much less than r, or r is very much greater than d. R square is equal to 2rd. So r square is equal to d square term cancel చేస్తాము. R square is equal to 2rd వస్తుంది. So if r square is approximately equal to 2rd, then you know that d is equal to r small r square by 2r, small r square by 2r. For bright fringes, if this will be equal to 2n minus 2 lambda by 2, dark fringes and a direct condition వేసేస్తాడు ఇక్కడ. So if d is equal to dark fringe condition చెప్పాను, 2d is equal to n lambda ఇక్కడ వేసాను ఆల్రెడీ, upper slides లో చూపించాం actually. Yeah, so it is for dark fringe 2d is equal to n lambda, 2d is equal to n lambda. This is condition for dark fringe. So for dark fringe 2d is equal to n lambda. సో ఇదైనా తీసుకోవచ్చు, రెండు తీసుకున్నాడు ఇక్కడ. సో మీరు ఒకటి రాయండి సరిపోతుంది ఎగ్జామ్ లో. సో సిమిలర్లీ ఫర్ డార్క్ ఫ్రింజ్ రాయండి, జనరల్ డార్క్ ఫ్రింజ్ రాస్తాం. సో 2d is equal to n lambda. d means already we know that the value of d is equal to r square by small r square by 2r. So 2d means 2 into d is nothing but r square by small r square by 2r is equal to n lambda. So 2 to cancel, small r square is equal to n lambda r. But r is radius is nothing but diameter by 2. So r square is equal to n lambda r, d square is equal to r is equal to d by 2. So r square ante d by 2 whole square ante d square, that is for nth ring అన్నాను, nth diameter of the square of the diameter of the nth ring. ఇక్కడ this is radius of the nth ring అన్నాను, ఇక్కడ radius of the nth ring. So rn అంటున్నాము, actually n represents nth ring. So r square n is equal to n lambda r. Similarly, d square n, square of the diameter of the nth dark ring, this nth dark ring. So square of the diameter of the nth dark ring is equal to, we got the value 4n lambda r. So that dn is equal to this one, లేదా ఎట్లా ఉంచేసుకోండి, d square n is equal to square of the diameter of the nth ring is equal to 4n lambda r. Similarly, if the square of the diameter of the mth dark ring తెలుసు, so mth dark ring కావాలంటే, so d square m is equal to 4m lambda r. సో dm వాల్యూ వేసాను, సో దాని నుంచి dn వాల్యూ వేసాము. సో d square n నుంచి dn వాల్యూ వేసుకున్నారు, అలాగే d square m నుంచి dm వాల్యూ వేసుకున్నారు. దట్ ఈస్ diameter of the nth ring, diameter of mth ring. సో mth ring ఇక్కడ యాక్చువల్లీ ఫ్రింజెస్ ప్యాటర్న్ మనకు అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే, సో ఇక్కడ ఏదో mth ring తీసుకున్నాం, mth ring డయామీటర్ తీసుకున్నాం, m is equal ఏదో 21st ring డయామీటర్ తీసుకున్నాము, n is equal to ఏదో 9th ring తీసుకున్నాము, n is equal to 9th ring తీసుకున్నాము. సో 21st ring డయామీటర్ m is equal to 21, సో d square 21, n is equal to 9, d square 9. సో ఈ డయామీటర్స్ ఎలా క్యాల్కులేట్ చేస్తాం సార్? సో ఇక్కడ చూస్తే here it is a microscope, ఈ మైక్రోస్కోప్ యూస్ చేస్తే, సో సపోజ్ 21st రింగ్ తీసుకోండి, ఇది అఫ్ కోర్స్ ఇదే 21st రింగ్ అనుకోండి, అవుటర్ రింగ్ 21st రింగ్ అనుకోండి. ఈ మైక్రోస్కోప్ ఏం చేస్తామంటే, మైక్రోస్కోప్ లో వెర్టికల్ క్రాస్ వైర్ ఉంటుంది. ఈ వెర్టికల్ క్రాస్ వైర్ ని ఈ సెంటర్ నుండి ఈ 21st రింగ్ యొక్క లెఫ్ట్ ఎడ్జ్ కి వెళ్ళిపోతే, ఇక్కడ రీడింగ్ వెర్టికల్ క్రాస్ వైర్ ఇన్ దిస్ మైక్రోస్కోప్ కోయిన్సైడ్స్ విత్ లెఫ్ట్ ఎడ్జ్ ఆఫ్ ది 21st రింగ్. Similarly, at which you have to note down total reading. Similarly, the microscope is moving towards the right side, and the vertical cross wire microscope is coincides with the right edge of this 21st ring. So ఇక్కడ రీడింగ్ నోట్ చేసుకున్నారు, లెఫ్ట్ ఎడ్జ్ దగ్గర రీడింగ్ నోట్ చేసుకున్నారు. సిమిలర్లీ 21st రింగ్ కు రైట్ ఎడ్జ్ దగ్గర రీడింగ్ నోట్ చేసుకున్నారు. ఈ రెండింటికి రీడింగ్స్ డిఫరెన్స్ తీసుకుంటే డయామీటర్ ఆఫ్ ది 21st రింగ్ వస్తుంది. So that will be clearly observed. You must observe in your physics lab experiment, that is Newton's rings. Similarly, you have to observe, you have to calculate diameter of the nth ring. N is equal to 9 తీసుకున్నాం. సో d square 9 వాల్యూ కూడా diameter of nth ring తీసుకుంటే dn వస్తుంది, దాని నుంచి d square n కూడా వస్తుంది. సో diameter of the 21st ring, because m is equal to 21, diameter of the nth ring, that is n is equal to 9, so d square 9. So that, so here okay, by subtracting these two here, by subtracting these two, d square m minus d square n, d square 20 first minus d square 9 divided by 4 lambda into m minus n. ఇక్కడ మీరు స్క్వేర్ చేసుకోండి. d square n is equal ఎంత వచ్చింది? d square m is equal to 4m lambda r వచ్చింది. సో d square m minus d square n డిఫరెన్స్ చేయండి, సబ్ట్రాక్ట్ చేయండి. సబ్ట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తే 4 lambda కాన్స్టెంట్ గా ఉంటుంది ఇంటూ m minus n ఇంటూ r ఉంటుంది. r 4, ఓకే, 4 lambda r కాన్స్టెంట్ ఇంటూ m minus 1 వస్తుంది. సో ఇదిగో d square m minus d square n is equal to ఏమవుతుంది? d square m minus d square n is equal to ఇక్కడ చూడండి తీసుకొచ్చేంటి 4 lambda r కామన్ ఇంటూ m minus n. సో నీకు r వాల్యూ కావాలి, where r is radius of curvature of this plano convex lens. ఈ ప్లేనో కాన్వెక్స్ లెన్స్ యొక్క రేడియస్ ఆఫ్ కర్వేచర్ క్యాపిటల్ R is equal to ఏమవుతుంది? d square m minus d square n by 4 lambda into m minus n. So diameters of Newton's rings are proportional to square root of natural numbers. Square root of natural numbers. Okay. Anyhow, coming to the remaining applications also. ఇది బ్రైట్ ఫ్రింజ్ తీసుకున్నా ఎలా వస్తుంది? ఈ కండిషన్ వేసుకున్నా వస్తుంది, ఈ కండిషన్ వేసుకుని వస్తుంది. బట్ జనరల్ గా డార్క్ ఫ్రింజ్ కండిషన్ వేసుకుంటాం మనము. సో బట్ దీంట్లో ఆ రెండు చూపించాడు. ఓకే, మీరు ఏదో ఒకటి తీసుకొని సరిపోతుంది. Coming to measurement of what are the remaining applications of this Newton's rings, we have to calculate the radius of curvature of the given plano convex lens, and second one, measurement of wavelength. The wavelength of the instant light is also calculated by using Newton's rings, and also the measurement of refractive index of the any liquid or any air film or any thin film. So we have three applications by using this Newton's rings experiment. So we have to calculate the radius of curvature of the first one, the radius of curvature of the given plano convex lens are to be calculated, and the wavelength of the instant light lambda is also calculated by using formula lambda is equal to d square n plus p minus d square n by 4 pr, and also the refractive index of the given thin film mu is equal to d square n plus p minus d square n by d dash square n plus p minus d dash square dn. Of course ఇవి లేవు మీకు, బట్ రేడియస్ ఆఫ్ కర్వేచర్ మాత్రమే క్యాల్కులేట్ చేయమంటాడు. బట్ ఎందుకంటే రిమైనింగ్ అప్లికేషన్స్ కూడా చూపించాను మీకు నేను. అర్థమవుతుందా? హలో 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 ఇవి కూడా చూడండి ఒకసారి, ఇవి కూడా మీకు నేను దీంట్లో ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను. ఇస్ ఇట్ క్లియర్ నా ఇంతవరకు? ఓకే, ఇఫ్ dm అండ్ dn అండ్ dn ప్లస్ p, అక్కడ dm dn అన్నాను అంటే డయామీటర్ ఆఫ్ nth రింగ్, డయామీటర్ ఆఫ్ nth రింగ్ అన్నాను అక్కడ. ఓకే, సో మెజర్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ వేవ్ లెంత్ కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ డయామీటర్ ఆఫ్ nth రింగ్, డయామీటర్ ఆఫ్ m ప్లస్ p రింగ్ తీసుకున్నాను. సో ఇఫ్ dn అండ్ dn ప్లస్ p గివ్స్ డయామీటర్ ఆఫ్ nth రింగ్ and n plus pth ring, okay, n plus pth dark fringes, dark rings respectively, then d square n is equal to this condition. So d square n plus p, n place లో n plus p పెడతాము. ఇన్ కేస్ n ప్లస్ ఇక్కడ m ఉంది అనుకోండి, n ప్లస్ లో m పెడతాము. ఇక్కడ n ప్లస్ లో n ప్లస్ p ఉంది కాబట్టి n ప్లస్ లో n ప్లస్ p పెట్టాము. సో రెండింటిని సబ్ట్రాక్ట్ చేయండి. సో రెండింటిని సబ్ట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తే d square n plus p minus d square n is equal to 4p lambda r. So lambda is equal to, so d square n plus p minus d square n divided by 4p r. So this is lambda. ఇక్కడే క్యాల్కులేట్ చేసేయచ్చు. ఇక్కడ నీకు lambda కావాలనుకోండి, సో దీంట్లో కూడా మనకి నీకు lambda is equal to, lambda తీసుకో, r ఇటు తీసుకొచ్చే. సో lambda is equal to d square m minus d square n by 4r into m minus n. ఇదిగో 4r p అంటే, so this is m minus n, n plus p minus n, this is m, this is n అన్నాను, m minus n అన్నాను, ఇక్కడైతే n plus p minus n అన్నాను. సో రెండింటిని సబ్ట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తే p ఉంటుంది. సో ఇక్కడ గ్రాఫ్ కూడా డ్రా చేస్తాము. సో నంబర్ ఆఫ్ రింగ్స్ ఏమో x axis మీద, టేక్ ద నంబర్ ఆఫ్ రింగ్స్ ఆన్ ది x axis and the values of the d square, that means d square values are along on the y axis. So you have to choose the scale in appropriate value, okay, according to your appropriate values. So on the x-axis, the number of rings taken the each 1 centimeter region is equally, okay, taken as 1 centimeter region equal to 2 rings, 0 here 2 rings, 4 rings, 6, okay, 12 up to 22 rings వరకు తీసుకుంటున్నాము. d square values మీకు వచ్చిన d square values ని బట్టి d square values ని చూస్ చేసుకుని ఇక్కడ y axis స్కేల్ నోట్ చేసుకుంటాము d square values. సో ఈ మీకు వచ్చినటువంటి వాల్యూస్ టాబ్లర్ ఫామ్ వాల్యూస్ ని బట్టి మీరు పాయింట్స్ ఐడెంటిఫై చేస్తే జస్ట్ యూ గాట్ ఎ స్ట్రైట్ లైన్. ఈ స్ట్రైట్ లైన్ కి జస్ట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు చూస్ ఎనీ 2 పాయింట్స్. ఒక 2 పాయింట్స్ తీసుకుని దాని స్లోప్ క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేస్తే సో దిస్ స్లోప్ ఇస్ నథింగ్ బట్ ఆల్వేస్ స్లోప్ ఇస్ ఈక్వల్ టు tan theta is equal to opposite side divided by adjacent side. This opposite side is nothing but y2 minus y1, difference of d square values, d square n plus p minus d square n divided by n plus p minus n. Otherwise ఇక్కడ d square m ఇది mth ring, d square m minus d square n divided by m minus n. So ఇట్లా తీసుకున్నాం. So therefore lambda can be calculated by using this formula. Here it is also given. So next r is equal to, already we have learned this one. Okay, r is equal to d square m minus d square and 4 lambda m minus n. ఎక్కువ యూస్ చేస్తాం ల్యాబ్ లో ఇది. Coming to last one, measurement of refractive index. So how can you measure the refractive index of the any given thin film, oil film? First dn and dn plus p, that is diameter of nth ring, diameter of n plus p ring, dark ring, okay, respectively is measured with air film in between. That means ఇక్కడ air film, that means here consider from this here geometrical figure. So this is plano convex lens, this is circular glass plate. Between them here just you have to place one air film. Air film place chesi d square, okay, air film place chesi d square n plus p minus d square n is equal to calculate chesav 4p lambda r without disturbing arrangement. So ఇది ఆల్రెడీ చేసేసావు. నెక్స్ట్ ఏం చేస్తున్నారు? వితౌట్ డిస్టర్బింగ్ అరేంజ్మెంట్ లిక్విడ్ ఈస్ poured in the container. Again d dash n plus p is measured. అంటే instead of this air film, of course this air film is replaced by any liquid film or oil film. ఎందుకు? ఒక లిక్విడ్ ఫిలిం ఇచ్చాను, ఆ లిక్విడ్ ఫిలిం యొక్క రిఫ్రాక్టివ్ ఇండెక్స్ మీరు క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేయమన్నాను. సో ఫస్ట్ ఎయిర్ ఫిలిం తోటి d square p d square n d square n plus p క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేసేసావు. d square n plus p minus d square n క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేసేసావు. దిస్ ఈస్ in the presence of air film between plano convex lens and circular glass plate, so that air film is replaced by liquid, so is poured in the container, so which is placed instead of this air film. ఈ ఎయిర్ ఫిలిం తీసేసి ఎయిర్ ఫిలిం ప్లేస్ లో లిక్విడ్ మనం ఇక్కడ పోర్ చేస్తాం, లిక్విడ్ పోస్తాం ఇక్కడ. బికాస్ ఆ లిక్విడ్ ఫిలిం యొక్క రిఫ్రాక్టివ్ ఇండెక్స్ మీకు క్యాల్కులేట్ చేయాలి మనం. సో ఇప్పుడు లిక్విడ్ ప్లేస్ చేస్తే ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ ఎయిర్, సో యూ హ్యావ్ టు place a liquid film. Say by using this liquid film, again you have to observe the interference phenomena, Newton's rings, and calculate the values of d square, that's not d dash square n plus p minus d dash square n. So d square n plus p minus d square n undi, that is in the presence of air film, air between plano convex lens and circular glass plate. But here this is this d dash square n plus p minus d dash square n, this is here in the presence of liquid film, okay, in the presence of liquid, okay. So you have to calculate this one, 4p lambda r by mu. Here ikkada mu untundi, but mu is equal to 1 ikkada aithe air film ki refractive index mu 1, but liquid film ki refractive index నీకు తెలియదు. సో క్యాల్కులేట్ చేయాలి కాబట్టి refractive index mu వేసుకున్నాం. సో డివైడెడ్ బై చేయండి. So diameter of rings reduced in liquid film nu chuste diameter reduce avutund anamata using the above equations. So mu is equal to, so d dash square n plus p minus d dash square n divided by, sorry, d square n plus p minus d square n divided by d dash square n plus p minus d dash square n. So this is the refractive index of the given thin film is also calculated by using this Newton's rings experiment. Last one here, so these are two more examples of the interference from thin films. So that is the here peacock. Here already you know that it is a very best example of interference from thin films, and soap bubbles, that is oil films. So soap bubbles. So these are very two best examples of interference from thin films. Okay. So this concept is over. Any doubts regarding this concept, Newton's rings? Tell me. Hello.
No sir.
So మనకి ముందుకు వెళ్దాం అయితే. సో నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్ మీకు ఇది